Hi, it's me, Vamp, and welcome back to the Warframe Madness podcast. As you guys can hear or see or whatnot, I'm trying to go to a weekly schedule once again. We'll see what happens there. But for now, it seems to be doing okay. Now, yesterday, um, not yesterday, but last week. I had a busy week throughout the week. I recorded the podcast earlier in the week so I could post it, but unfortunately, my busyness affected my stream in some ways. For those of you guys that watch my stream, you guys know what's up, and I thank you guys for, bearing with me for that time period. Also, if you don't watch my stream, it's at twitch.tv/vamp6x6x6x. So, yeah. Now, today we have a few things to talk about because the update happened on Warframe. It came out on PC. On console, we're still waiting. I'm a console main, so it kind of sucks, but I'm talking real loud, so maybe it would sound like that. I'm happy and thrilled instead of being like, where's my update? I want my update. Bring on my update. Okay, but seriously, I know how this works. I've been playing Warframe for over 3 years now. So I definitely know how that works. It would just take some time. If you guys hear my chair in the background, it's because gaming chairs are expensive. So I have like a real cheap office chair that I've had for well, ever since I started Warframe, if not longer. So over 3 years. Anyway, yeah, that's what I have here because, like I said, gaming chairs are expensive. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying, the update happened, and I do have a PC account, so I was able to actually get on PC. And let me tell you, the update is it's it's for now it's everything I thought it would be. Okay? Which is good. Overall, very good. A few nitpicky things about like the grinding situation and the grind being real and whatnot. But overall, from PC anyway, it feels like a good update. Now, I'll admit I haven't been on it for super long, and I'm kind of biased because I'm all for the Kuva Lich system. It's all I wanted, it's all I asked for. So I actually am very happy about it. But with that said, we don't know if there's going to be anything wrong with the Kuva Lich system. If it's perfect the way it is, we just have to wait and see because of the simple fact that this update is brand new and it hasn't come to console yet. And I want to see what happens. If it's an update that I really enjoy, or if it's one of those type of updates, you know the one where you're like, oh, this is basically making me start the whole game over again type thing. You don't want that feeling. That's a terrible feeling. Starting from square one again, it's probably one of the reasons I didn't care about Fortuna all that much, if I'm being honest. Fortuna and Cetus, both of those were separated from the rest of Warframe. So it's like he was starting the game over again each time, which, with Cetus and the Plains at first it was cool because, you had that new content, you had the big eidolons and whatnot. But it eventually got old. It's like, where is my stuff? Give me my stuff back. I have fun with this new environment now. I want my stuff back. But yeah, I'm hoping this update won't be the case. I don't think it will. So far, it looks good. I mean, the most grindiness of it is you have to get your resources and all that stuff back. And I wish there was a list of what he had so you could decide to kill him or her, your Lich, your Kuva Lich, if you could decide to kill them based on how much of your stuff that they've stolen, because they can steal ribbon mods as well. Fun fact. I don't know if that will stay in there permanently. Knowing DE, they'll probably take it out. But they can steal your ribbon mods, which I think is interesting. Can they steal your relics too? Like, will look like just whenever I do a relic mission that just like a relic or two of mine taken every single time? Because I can see that being annoying and that motivate me to kill the Lich, which is really what they're doing in the end, trying to motivate you to do the Lich system. The only problem I might see potentially down the line with the Lich system is if you're not like me, I'm excited for the Lich system. But if you don't want to do the Lich system, there's no way to opt out. That's probably my complaint. If you're a new player and you haven't done the War Within yet, you technically are opted out forever until you do the War Within. But once you do the War Within, there goes my squeaky chair again. Okay, but seriously, once you do the War Within, you, no matter what, as long as, I mean, the only alternative, if you truly don't want to do the Lich system, is stay away from any Grenier mission that's level 20 or higher. Because that's how you get the Kuva Lich thingy to start. So yeah, I don't know who would want to opt out because you get Kuva weapons. You can potentially build like an army that just randomly comes and helps you, which I don't think there'll really be any help because have you ever tried turning an enemy into an ally? They cannot do like any damage to other enemies at all. They just tickle them. They don't even tickle them. They do worse than that. The enemy can't even feel them. It's like, are you really shooting them with bullets? Are you shooting them with feathers? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of those things. But I think it's pretty cool just have an army of Kuva Liches coming in my mission. And, you know, at the very least, they aggro the enemies, right? They can aggro. Can they die? No, they're immortal. They can't die. Only I can kill them. And I could kill them anytime. Wait, you know what? That should totally be an option to be able to kill them anytime you want. Like, say you decide to save them, you eventually just get tired of their shenanigans. Like, you screwed up one too many times. You activated that life support. I didn't want it activated. And then you just kill them. Okay, I'm being super dark now. Don't mind me. But yeah, the update I'm super excited for. That's not the only thing that happened. Also Grendel came, but I'll be honest, Grendel kind of got overshadowed by the Kuva Lich system. Am I right? Yeah, Grendel kind of got overshadowed by the Kuva Lich system. So did Ember's rework, so did Vobin's rework, which it probably means that they should consider releasing stuff not all at once, but maybe go back to like, I want to say go back to the once a week cycle on PC, but that probably wouldn't matter because then that means it would still be like a month on console regardless. So it would just be one of the things that wouldn't be efficient at all, and consoles would be in the same place. And since I am a console main, that's what I'm trying to think about. But the only reason I even bring this up is because of the simple fact that not PCs, everyone in general, if there was this whole time where there was like no content at all, they could have released either Grendel. I mean, they did release Goss during that time, but then people got over that. They could have released like the Ember and Vulban rework. And then the Kuva Lich system could have just been in its own update. But now Grendel has the bad luck of being alongside the Kuva Lich system. I mean, don't get me wrong, Grendel looks cool, but when I'm on the YouTube, you know what other Warframe partners and stuff, you know what I see them talking about? The Kuva Lich system, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whatnot, because they know that's going to draw people in, because that's what people want to know about now. And yeah, that's something that I feel like that more people would be talking about Grendel if Grendel would release before, or at least separate from this update. I mean, Grendel kind of fit the theme in a sense, considering the update was released on Halloween, if I recall, and I find that pretty clever actually. And they even made Grendel's picture look kind of like like he was a pumpkin, like his belly opening up with like a pumpkin head. And red from the Kuba was in the background. I appreciated that aesthetic. I appreciated it. But nonetheless, they should release. Sorry, I have to drink some of the energy drink. I clear my throat. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but I was drinking some energy drink. It's a Monster energy drink. I'm not sponsored by Monster or anything, but Monster, if you're out there, I am available. Yeah? Okay. Anyway, so that's what I think on that. Releasing stuff separate might be the way to go, not all bunch up at once. Although we did get a lot of new updates with the Kuva system. See? I'm going back to talking about the Kuva Lich system because it's just so awesome. Let's see. So I'll run through the steps with you real quick, okay? So you complete the War Within. You go to any grenade mission that's level 20 or higher. You kill some Kuba larva or whatever. It becomes your own personal Kuba Lich. The name is generated. Apparently we know some stats thanks to Wikipedia. The name of the Kuva Lich is generated automatically. And then in addition to the, it has a weapon. Now the weapon it has is important. The weapon it has is based off of what frame you killed it with. So it can either be an impact weapon, heat weapon, cold weapon, electricity weapon, toxin weapon, magnetic weapon, or radiation weapon. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 variants of grenade weapons that have a Kuva version, which is just a straight up upgraded version. I see what you did, DE. I see what you did. Okay, because see, Prime in the lore wise, which they retcon all the time, so. But as it stands right now, grenade weapons are never going to be Prime. Henna weapons are supposed to be the only weapons that are Prime. Now, the exception, of course, was Helios Prime's weapon is a Corpus thing. But anyway, we'll let that go. So, I mean, these seem like they would be the equivalent of primed weapons. So, excuse me, that's what it is essentially. And yeah, I'll probably make a video on it or something once the update goes live on console. Oh, and we also got 3 new weapons that, are just pure Kuva weapons. One is a hammer, one is what looked like a railgun candy cane thingy, and then another is what looked like a thingamabob. I don't know how to explain. But yeah, so far it seems pretty cool actually. Oh, okay. And plasma eruption. Okay, Wikipedia knows all apparently. I'm glad people are putting stuff together though. That's pretty cool, I suppose. Okay, but yeah, that is the Lich system. I think it's a really good system. Actually, I think it's a pretty brilliant system, if I may say so myself. Like I said, I'm a little biased. I really, 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 really like the system quite a bit. I think DE outdid themselves with this system. Now, with that said, the game officially does become kind of more like a rival looter-shooter type game. I mean, some could argue it's already a looter-shooter right now because you get resources and stuff, but this is different because you actually get a whole gun dropped. So yeah, that is interesting. Something to think about. Does this make is the game going in a different direction now? Because this will be the first time any enemy had dropped an already built gun. It's an already done and ready to go gun as far as I know. You just need to pick it up from the foundry, have weapon slots, of course, and bada bing, bada boom, it's built. Bob's your uncle. Something about an ant, I really don't know that reference or what anything like that means, but yeah, I think it's interesting. It's interesting. Will we see more stuff like that in the future? Like, okay, if Grenada Cuba, what do Corpus do? Corpus like money a lot. So, I mean, like what? The credits we've been getting, we find out there will be credit weapons, weapons that fire credits at people. They get to use our credits. That would be interesting. I think if you're listening to this podcast, or listening to it on YouTube or listening to it on Anchor or wherever you're listening to it, feel free to use the idea. Just make a gun that shoots credits, okay? I think, but make it very powerful because it is credits after all. So yeah. And then for the infested, what would we do with the infested? Make a gun that... I don't know. What could we do with the infested? We can make an infested lines of guns, like a infected, every weapon in the game. We can just make an infected version. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. It will make millions. We can have everyone farm new enemies for the new weapons, but they would drop already completed versions of the gun. It will be infected guns, and that infectation will change based on what Warframe you have equipped at the time that you're using the gun. That's awesome, right? Awesome. Make it happen, D. Make it happen. Okay, but seriously, Kuva Lich system, brilliant. I like it. Like I said, I dabbled in it a little on PC. Once I get on console, I'll be able to full-blown play it with all my mods and stuff. So we will see then, but for now, it looks awesome. It looks amazing. And with that said, I think I've rambled on quite a bit. I'm going to end the podcast. And like I said, with that said, I'll catch you guys in the future. If you guys are on YouTube, feel free to, click on the links in the description below. If you're not on YouTube, definitely feel free to, tell all your friends and everything about this awesome podcast. I don't know, maybe. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.